And we're live.
But yeah, compound bows are super strong. Crossbows are super strong. Hunting is so much fun, Taylor. If you ever that's the next.
I've gone gun hunting a ton of times, but I've never gone bow hunting ever.
It's like condom sex versus no condom sex. Okay,
I got a bow hunt.
Yeah, it's so much more fun. Like
what can you bow hunt that isn't deer? Because I hate sitting still that many hours for deer.
Bow hunt a person.
I guess we could kidnap some sort of a farm animal and tie it up for you, like Jurassic Park. Like you just want to go shoot it. You want to go
I can't be a bad pheasant hunter with the bow, or actually be the best pheasant hunter of all. Really?
Yeah. There's guys who shoot. There's special arrows to shoot birds out of the air with your. That's when you actually want a recurve bow, because you need to be able to draw quickly. You're sitting there with the arrow in the nock and you're ready to go. And when the pheasant flies up, thunk.
Can you draw faster with recurve than compound?
Yeah, because with the compound you have to break it down and get it back, and then you're aiming. But with the recurve bow, not only is the draw just a simple straight back thing, there's no mechanical stuff going on where it's harder, easier, and you can be more fluid with a motion like this. And also you don't need to aim. You can shoot by feel with a recurve bow, which is what those guys do.
Yeah, I just
Let me find a video of somebody shooting pheasant with a bow. It's nutty.
Yeah, that's incredibly impressive.
That's the thing with the recurve bow that I was on about. I can if I go whoop, I can get it back, but holding it there is just awful at 30 pounds for me. Mm-hmm. But with a compound bow, I can get 60 pounds back pretty simply, because holding it there is 5 pounds of weight. It's nothing.
And then you can hold it for a long time, and
you can stand
a relatively long time. Yeah.
Taylor was like, what should I hunt? Because deer are boring. And I'm instantly thinking, have you seen Running Man? The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
I have not. Is he hunting people?
Yeah. He's being hunted by people.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
I put the video in there. It's time-stamped. But, I mean, look at that, and you can tell, what he did there isn't crazy hard. Just takes practice.
I mean, that's
it's a good thing
tough.
he had a dog.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know what happens if there's no dog.
I mean, if an arrow goes in something enough to stick it there, it's probably done its damage. Thing's gone eventually.
Especially a pheasant. That thing's already dead.
Did he kick it into the air in that video? It looked like he just found one and kicked it.
Unsporting.
He did have a bow.
Oh, I saw you talking about that thing with someone spear hunted a bear.
Yeah.
And it was it's an achievement for that. I think a bow is kind of in the middle of that, and a gun. It's gotta be something especially with a recurve bow. I'm not entirely for hunting animals with spears, but a bow I could kind of get behind.
Except for wild boar, because I don't know. I don't think of them as cute and cuddly with feelings. I think of them as pests. But we were talking to some guys the other day that hunt them with lances, which is a spear, and dogs. So they put the dogs in those Kevlar vests. The dogs chase the pig down. They bite the pig, hold it, and the hunter comes along with a spear, and he spears the hog to death, or he uses a knife and stabs it to death with a knife. But hunting with a compound bow is a pretty big challenge. There's no compound bow hunting that I'm aware of that doesn't involve sitting in a deer stand, though. Whether you're hunting pigs, deer, or bear, which is the only things I would really hunt. I would like to kill a bear with a bow, though. I'm probably going to make that my mission, and then by this time next year.
That would be cool. And you don't want to eat it, though, right?
Rogan talks like they taste good. I don't know.
I bet
I would try it.
Have to just prepare it. I bet you could make a roast out of it. That would be good.
I think that's what he mentioned was some sort of a bear roast. I would try it for sure, just to see what's up. And if you're going to go through the expense of traveling somewhere, killing a bear with a bow, might as well eat it at that point, right?
Of course. That's the entire fun part of hunting, is getting to eat it.
I kind of figured that they needed to be I've heard the whole invasive species thing. I thought that was a need for you to be able to hunt. I always kind of I mean, I think the whole hunting for sport can sometimes be a bit of a dick move when it's they weren't really doing anything. But when it's you hear about this one specific breed of whatever is a terror on the ecosystem, and they just the government just tells people fucking shoot on sight. Like,
that's how wild
things
boar
do
are
work.
in Texas. They're an invasive, like crossbred species that's causes millions in agricultural damage. So it's they reproduce like rabbits, and they have no natural predators down there. Not really. I think there's some big cats, but
not enough to handle that problem.
Farmers have kind of put the big cats out of business that used to live in that area. So they really don't have any true predators. Coyotes can't really fuck with
them.
like
when you're thinking of trophy hunting, like I think of elephants, giraffes, stuff like that. Like I think of like a chasm of difference between hunting a giraffe or like a dying lion and shooting a deer.
Yeah, that's shitty. I think the whole like elephants, giraffe shit like that, that's kind of like I don't know. That seems shitty to me.
And but even then when they do it, the reason like they have specific, like you can't just go out there and be like, I bought a lion hunting permit. They'll be like, okay, we need to find one specific lion who is a former alpha male who's no longer fertile, who's scaring off younger males from propagating the species. So you can kill that one.
And then the money that you spend to shoot that animal is often put right into conservation. So like that's the thing that a lot of people that look down on that sort of thing don't realize. I've told the story before. I don't remember the exact details, but there was this species of deer or something, or antelope or something, where the vast majority of they're endangered, and the vast majority of them existed in Texas because of the big wild game ranches they've got out there, and they made it illegal to hunt them, which now meant that the game ranches have no reason to keep them. Now they have a liability on their hands. If somebody accidentally shoots an endangered ibex or whatever the fuck it was, now they're in big fucking shit. So they just killed them all. Like, it's illegal to hunt them, but you can slaughter your property. So they just, now they're like super borderline extinct because they didn't want people coming to like shoot this deer. But the shooting of the deer was what was keeping them in business. And a lot of those paid hunts, the money goes right into conservation. That doesn't mean I like to see like fucking Trump's son holding the goddamn elephant's tail, though. That's just that's not a good look.
That's not a good look at all. But like all the money they paid to hunt an elephant or a huge percentage of it in like fucking Nigeria or wherever, is helping elephant habitats.
And they probably ate the whole elephant. They use all of the elephant there.
They use all of the elephant there.
The trunk would be made into condoms.
I bet elephant tastes like shit.
I bet elephant
just really tough.
It probably does. They're always so old as well.
If you're gonna trophy hunt, they should like the ultimate trophy hunt should be like you're on foot hunting a healthy hippo. Like if you kill that, you deserve it.
I would want a big rifle,
the biggest. I want to be able to call in air assaults.
All this ancient weapon talk has me looking at throwing spears. You can get them on Amazon.
Of fucking course you can.
Can I? I like your moxie. Go with the throwing axes.
Oh,
I have a
shuriken
target that I bought for my bow and arrow that would really work for a throwing spear too.
I feel you. I only mentioned the axes because it
would knock it over.
I've thrown spears before, and it's hard to do because it's hard to because
straight like a football.
Like you can't though, because the football you put spin on. It's this thing where like every time you throw the spear when you're not good at it, like I am. I got a straw, perfect. It wants to like come out of your hand like this or like twist it to the left or right to get the spear to like do this perfect like parabola, I guess, or whatever you wanted to do, like an arrow would. It's hard, the release and everything. Whereas with the throwing axe, you're just really stabilizing it with that flip. And there's places you can go. It became really trendy, kind of like escape rooms did for a while. To like, I've seen so many chicks on Tinder who are like throwing axes, and it's like
they're fun
place
to
go to do. Yeah.
Alternate idea: buy the spear, but then construct a bow around it. Just a fucking
a literal
ballista. Now if someone was gonna go, I'd be all right.
What if you had a truck-mounted ballista that like cranks up like this, and like it's got like a rotating seat?
Can you do that as a felon?
It's like attached to the winch, and so it's such a fast reload.
Smith & Wesson will sell you 3 throwing axes and 3 throwing knives for $56.
That's a good deal.
Don't fuck around.